F.
Yeah.
F.
Anthony. The PH.
What?
What?
I'm so confused.
Oh,
Have you cleaned up your
I
mess?
forgot you haven't seen any movies ever.
No, I haven't.
Have you watched Matrix yet?
No, I haven't.
What's wrong with you? What have you been doing with your life?
I've seen High School High.
High School High.
Yeah.
Oh, the High School High, that TV series.
No,
Oh, what was I thinking of?
it's a movie. No, that's a movie.
High School Musical.
Oh my god, no.
What was that
Easily
show in the 90s? High School Heart or Heartbreak High? You remember Heartbreak High?
No.
I think it was on ABC.
No, fuck that. Look up High School High.
Why, what's High School High?
It's a movie. Unless I'm
Getting
got the
high in
name
high
wrong.
school.
High School Musical's easily the best trilogy ever made.
Yeah.
I've never
This is
seen
it. What?
any high
It's
school.
so good.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
No, I've never
I
seen
remember
it.
that. I just remember that video cover from the video store.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny.
Never seen it.
Who's in it? Like, there's probably massive actors now, eh? Starring.
John Lovitz.
Never heard of any of
That's
them. It's obviously a good movie.
You ever heard of John Lovitz?
I've heard of him.
I haven't.
Haven't you?
No.
Surely.
What is John
Rogan
Love?
talks about him all the time.
Yeah,
Well, he used to talk about it all the time.
This guy.
He's a,
He's got
oh,
that-
him. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. He does the voice of someone, doesn't he?
Probably.
His voice is pretty
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
He's is he like Troy McClure? No, that's
Nah.
a different guy.
Voice work. Several cartoon characters.
He does.
Oh, hang on. The Simpsons.
He does something in the.
As Marge's prom date.
Mm.
Oh,
Artie Ziff.
Artie Ziff, yeah. Artie.
Do you really? I don't know that.
That's what I remember him from.
Really?
Oh, really?
The Simpsons.
Just that voice.
Yeah, right. That's not where I would have picked him from.
I don't remember what movie he was in.
I pick him from. Was he in the Benchwarmers? I think he
Remember.
was.
Maybe.
Was that a big movie?
Nah,
Because a lot of
I
people
think-
bring it
It's a
up.
Happy Madison
Yeah.
movie, right?
Nah, Benchwarmers.
It's,
It's Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
So is it a Happy
It-
Madison movie?
It's a movie that
I don't
comes
think
up
so.
a lot in conversation. I'm like, I've seen
I
it
think-
once.
Like, as far as I knew, it just went straight to DVD, and I randomly got
I
it
know
one
this
day.
movie.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
What's his name?
John Heder.
No, the fucking blonde guy.
David Spade.
David Spade.
Dennis Rodman. Dennis complete opposite to David
And-
Spade.
And the actor from...
Did you say that because they're playing basketball?
No, I just... First name in my head. I don't know. I'm terrible at names.
Yeah,
the
that's a
Napoleon
sick
Dynamite
movie.
guy.
Yeah.
No one knows his name, but they just know
I just said it.
What?
John Heder.
I didn't know that was his name. I just
Heder
know it
or
was
Heather?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I randomly stumbled across it one day, and then I was obsessed with it for a bit. It's a pretty good movie.
I had a mate that would just burn movies for me. Like, download them off the internet and burn them.
Yeah.
And every movie I had was filmed in the theatre.
Yeah. We had ones like that.
Shit.
So bad.
At the end, you can see heads popping up and everyone clapping.
Who? Wait.
Yes, that's a
No,
fucking hate of
that's
mine.
like
People who
bullshit.
should go to hell who do that.
I've only been to
Bullshit.
one movie ever that did that. I forget what movie it
The
was.
credits start rolling and people
Yeah.
just start clapping their hands.
Because me and Nikita got up to start, like, the credits started, and I'm like, all right, let's beat the rush. We stood up and everyone just started clapping. And I was
Why?
like,
Thank you.
we sat back down. It was so
They're
awkward.
the same people who clap when the plane lands.
I think it was a.
On the plane lanes.
Yeah. I
When
think
the
it was
plane
a,
lands.
it was a Marvel movie, because then after we sat down,
Oh, wait. But
We
they
had-
want you to stay after the
we had
credits
to
for the
wait
extra
for
shit.
the ends.
Are you okay?
Yeah, right.
We had to wait for like the end scene. Then I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Was it one of those?
Was it worth it?
I don't know.
Is it when like there's like bloopers
Yeah.
in the credits?
It's like
It's
not
like
Marvel
extra
movies.
movie shit. Like,
Like you've got to watch the end of the credits in a Marvel movie, and you're like, oh my god,
well, there's like a hint to
Iron Man has
something or
powers.
whatever.
Oh, okay. It's like an extra scene at the
Yeah,
end.
basically.
There's a name for it. I just can't think of what it is.
Suck shit. You sat and watched our credits. Yeah. Yeah. No. Have you ever been on a plane? Fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm having a stroke. Plane when it lands and everyone just starts clapping.
No.
Like they're usually older people.
I've only been on 2 planes.
You haven't seen The Matrix. You've never fly.
I know.
There's only one time where I actually thought it was kind of justified, where it was like But you didn't feel the touchdown of the plane. I was like, whoa, that deserves an applaud.
True, but like when you like land the plane, right? I said it right this time, and people start clapping, and it's like, congratulations, you didn't kill us.
Oh, you did your
Like,
job. Thank you.
You did your job. Also, you didn't kill us. We'll congratulate you for that. Yeah, it's stupid.
Fair call.
What? Are you the guy that starts to clap?
Yeah, every time.
It's just the slow clap in the plane.
I'm going to start doing that.
Slow clap.
You start at a takeoff and see if it catches on by landing.
Did you guys see today? Fuck, I'll try to find it. You know, the uninspired, unemployed people? They do like the fucking dances and shit. Hang on. So, I forget. Oh, I think it was the men's GQ Awards or something yesterday. You guys can chat while I try to find this.
Okay. Nice.
Hey, how you going?
This
Better
is
than you, I think.
I'm not having a good night. Spilt my beer. You got that on
no,
camera?
No, you didn't spill it.
I didn't spill my beer.
You tipped it
I
out.
deliberately tipped it upside down thinking it wouldn't spill.
Oh, it's the inspired unemployed. So they went to the awards. Hang on. Oh wait, I think this is muted. No, it's muted up there.
Over here.
So
I've
they
never
went to the
seen someone
awards.
so rattled in my whole life.
And they always do like embarrassing, awkward shit, like in front of crowds.
Yeah.
So they went to the awards and Russell Crowe was in the middle of a speech.
He's
So
Russell
he told him to scream something out.
Frosty the Gart Man!
And just silence.
That's so awkward.
Normally when they do something, everyone laughs and joins in.
This award, I have to find out. I suppose you expect me to get on the table.
How fucking awkward.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ballsy.
Ballsy. Fucking
Do you like the
ballsy.
Impractical Jokers?
You're not going to believe this.
I've never seen
I've
it.
never seen it.
No.
No.
That is something that you would like.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are they the New Zealand ones?
No.
Who are they?
The four friends that like the comedians or they're improv
I've heard of them. What are they called?
Impractical Jokers.
Practical.
It's Sal Volcano.
Are they the ones who do the basketball shot and the skydive?
No, I don't think so. They're the guys like so they'll be like out in public on mics and then one person will have to do something. They'll tell them to do dumb shit or whatever.
Yeah, right.
They've been on Theo's podcast.
Yeah. I probably, I think I've heard of that Sal Volcano guy.
Joe Gatto.
Who are the guys that do the pranks on each other? One of them was doing stand-up, but old mate got out before he did the stand-up and he told the audience not to laugh at a single joke as a prank. And
really?
he got out there and he just started doing his set and everyone was dead silent and he's just like, shit. So
It
he
might
did-
have been them.
So he did the next joke and everyone was still dead silent and then someone's in the back going, you're fat. And he's like, what the fuck? So he did the next joke and then like, get off the stage, fatty. And they just kept doing it until he drops a mic and walks off. He's like, fuck you guys. And he walks away. And then later on, his mate runs out and is like, oh, we told him to do that. And then he got him back by, they went skydiving and it was like a tandem skydive. And he G'd up the professional on his back to pull a fake chute and snap it.
All right.
And he's just freaking out.
I haven't seen that.
Haven't you? They just go one for one. And then
No, it's not this then.
I forgot who it was. And the other one was, you know, at halftime in basketball games, they pick a seat to come out and do like a half shot,
Yeah.
half court shot to win like 50 grand or whatever.
The blindfold one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
they
think
got,
I've seen that one.
and they G'd up the audience
Yeah,
to cheer
yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
And he like called his mum and shit to say he won like $1 million or something. And then they come out and like, you didn't actually get it.
Yeah.
I forgot who they were, but fuck, man.
You should find out.
I will.
It's like
For
those
the sake of informational podcasts.
those fake scratchies.
Yeah.
Can you buy them?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have the balls to do that to somebody.
Really?
Why?
Why?
I don't know. I'd fucking heartbreaking that'd be. Like thinking your life's changed and you just won like $100 million or whatever it is. And for that split second, then someone comes along and goes, ha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be pretty bad.
Where do you get them from?
I've seen him already. Yeah, you see him pop up. Like
I want to say that where I've seen it is like cheap shops.
Yeah.
Or something.
True. So not
Wait.
news agents.
When you were little, did you ever go into like a corner store or whatever? Like,
Yeah.
a corner store. Did they have one of those racks that had like those pranks on them? It's like, you know, like it's a spinning
Oh,
rack.
yeah,
and
yeah,
like would have
yeah.
like one of the
Yeah,
sides
we
just
had
have
a
like
couple of them.
um,
You would have fully been into all those.
yeah. I don't think I ever bought one, but I
Really?
thought they were cool. No, I don't know. It's like fuck.
That stinks of Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually you just steal them from those shops.
Okay.
Nope.
Pranked you.
It was like always like the stick of gum with like the finger
Yeah.
snapper and
Oh,
shit
yeah.
like that.
Actually, I do remember all that.
Yeah.
Want some gum?
Yeah.
Sure.
Remember all like the shocky ones? Like
Yeah, the
shocky
lighter.
pen,
Like a pen.
the gum.
I used to have there's a little like a little cap gun, and you give it to a mate, and then when you do it, it just shocks you.
Yeah, right.
Fuck man, everyone would fall for it. Eh?
Yeah, because in like grade 7, we got into the shocky pens, and at sleepovers and shit, it would be like first one to fall asleep would get like the shocky pen on his balls.
That shock pen feels like a weaker version of that electrical winder thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it like seizes your thumb up, eh? Like, that was sick.
yeah. The one I had was a gun, and it was like a keyring thing. It was like a little revolver gun, and if you half press it, a little torch would work, and if you fully press it, it would shock you. So I'd get it out, and I'd like, it looked like a real gun but miniature. So it was like it was cool looking, and people would want to hold it. So I'd like shine it to someone's eyes and go, check this out, and they're like, oh, sick, and then they do it, and they're, what the fuck?
I think they got shot.
Yeah,
Fuck,
that was
yeah.
awesome.
I went to the servo like 2 days ago, but I just had to go for like a piss, and I hate going to a servo and going for a piss but not buying anything. So I awkwardly went for my piss, and then I went to buy a bottle of Coke, like
Before?
to smooth things
After.
over. After
To smooth things over with
Why?
it was just awkward, like because you know,
No one cares.
I feel like they look at me.
They get paid $20 an hour to do fucking nothing.
I just feel like when I walk from the toilet to the front door, I just feel them looking at me. So
No
I
one's
just have to,
looking
like,
at
look
you.
around. So I like to go and buy something to like mend the piece.
Even if they were looking at you,
Just to stay friends.
the correct
Yeah.
move is to look them in the eye and walk out.
So so I come out of the toilet and I go to get a Coke, and I open the first fridge and it's all hot. So then I'm like, fuck. So I go and choose another drink and it's hot as well. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
fridges aren't working.
So I'm like, fuck, what's going on here? So I do the nice thing and I go up to the lady and I'm like, oh, just letting you know your fridges aren't working. And she's like,
restocked them, I bet.
she's like, there's literally a sign on every door saying our fridges are out of order. And I was like, okay, doesn't matter. And I just left without buying anything.
You said okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I didn't. What else am I meant to say?
Okay, doesn't matter. I
Doesn't
pissed all over
matter.
your toilet seat.
I felt so awkward. I'm like, I should have just left.
Did you not see the sign?
No,
Obviously
well,
not.
I was looking for what drink I wanted. It wasn't like, it didn't take up the whole.
I never read any signs on
Me
doors.
either.
I read
just-
every sign.
I assume it's like
You're
a special.
autistic.
I assumed that any sign on the door would be like 2 for
Advertising.
1 or
Yeah.
fucking, yeah.
I don't read any of that shit.
No. You legit read every sign.
Every sign.
The other day, we were going to a job at Boona, and we had to stop at Mitre 10 to get some shit. And I walk in, and there's like, you know, when security guards walk around the shops, they put their little business or their little security card
yeah.
thing
Yeah.
to show that they've been there. We walked up to the shop, and it was in the door, and I'm like, fuck, they're not open yet. And I'm shaking the door. And the guy we're with, he's like, he goes, read the sign. It's like, massive sign in front of my eyes saying entrance around the corner or whatever.
You're
like,
shaking at the door.
Yeah, so they're all looking at me through the shop, just me shaking the door. Let me in.
That probably happens a lot though.
I
Yeah.
love seeing that. Like, you know how most Woolworths are like glass doors at the front? I love seeing someone so confidently walk up to one of the fixed panels of glass.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Have you ever seen it? I
Not
see
in
it
person.
so
only
many
videos.
times.
But
Where they're
Like, they
not-
don't walk into it, but they walk up and they're waiting for it to open, and then they have to look like a dickhead and walk like 4 panes of glass down.
have you seen this? It's like video camera footage of a lady. It must be a bank or something. She walks into a glass pane, and walks into the next glass
Yeah,
pane,
I've
and
seen
into the
that.
next glass
Yeah.
pane, like 3 times before she finds a door.
Yeah, I have seen that.
I wonder if have you ever walked into a glass door?
I'm sure I have.
not memorable.
I hate walking into like you. It's the automatically opening doors, and it doesn't trigger when you walk into it, and you look like a dickhead. And you're standing there, and you're doing like the moonwalk back and forth, and then you just have to walk out of you to come back, or wait for someone else to go in because you're too skinny and white to fucking activate the camera.
If I had walked and the door doesn't open, I'd like wave at it.
Yeah,
To get
but
it to
I
open.
don't want to go too extravagant, like backflipping in front of it, because
No one's saying backflip.
just in case there's a sign I haven't read that says out of order, or it's not open yet or something.
Oh, so I just kick it and shake the door instead.
Well, our Coles where we live, it's they got exit doors and entrance doors, but they used to just be exit or entrance, doesn't matter. But since COVID and transmission always happens in Coles doorways, they've changed it to like entrance and exit, and every now and then, depending on like government status, it's like this is now an entrance and this is an exit, and then now it's both. And it's just you always walk to the fucking one, and it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Here we go.
It's like
I don't think I've ever had that problem.
Yeah,
But I also don't
Bunnings
tip my
did it.
beers upside down.
Every Bunnings has there's
I
two
hated
entrances,
that.
and then they're like, oh no, we have to reduce transmission by making you separate at the start, but free for all inside.
Yeah, that pissed me off so much at
So
Bunnings.
stupid.
But even like Kmart, like they've just got the arrows like in and out. But like if you walk out the wrong facing arrow, people will death stare you again. I don't know if I just always feel like people are death staring me.
I think it's just you.
It's like driving on the wrong side of the road. Arrows don't control my life.
No, I was going to say before when you were talking about the doors, has that ever happened to you guys with like traffic lights? Do you guys know how traffic lights work?
Some are
Or
sensors
someone-
and some are timers.
Yeah, so like a weight sensor
Yeah.
or like a
Yeah, or a timer. Yeah.
because that's what I heard. Because I was at a red light one day, like a turning arrow, and it was red for ages, and then it just kept letting all the other traffic go except for me.
Keep
So then-
cycling through.
We tip
Yeah,
off forward.
so then I had to look like a dickhead and just like start reversing and going forward.
Why
Like,
can't
'cause
you?
I'm like, I have to hit the sensor.
You have to pick. No, you don't.
like
Not a
fuck.
tiny small.
And then I
dot.
don't know if coincidentally like fucking
No, you made it work.
yeah,
You
I
made
think
it.
I did.
You
'Cause
hop, you hop out and hit the crosswalk button on the other side.
Yeah,
Probably more illegal than just running it.
probably. Yeah, because I heard there was like a weighted
I
pad
think
or
that's how
something
it works, but
under there. But I don't
You know the lights in front of the marketplace in Bean Lane? They're on a timer. And there's literally, by the time I'm driving past in the morning, it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. There's no one coming out of the shops either way. So they're all shut. But it's on a timer letting people out.
Yeah.
And it sits red for like 20 seconds in the morning. I'm like, fuck that. So I just gun it. I run it every morning. If there's no other cars around, because by luck there'll be a cop.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. I've got my work rate. Like
you know when
my-
they put that red light camera in there?
Yeah, I know where they are.
No, at that light.
They'll probably put it right there and just get me like
Every
for
month.
every day for a month before I actually get the first ticket.
Yeah, when did you get a ticket?
It takes a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Is it?
Do they send them out monthly? They just send bulk out monthly?
Because I'm scared I got a phone
I'm pretty sure
one.
it's just automated.
I'm surprised I haven't got a phone one.
I'm scared I got a phone one like
Oh,
a week
it's
or
the
two ago.
worst.
I know.
It's the worst.
I've really held back on
But how
using
come?
my phone.
Why would you be
I've-
scared?
I sit it on my lap
Yeah,
just by habit.
I've tried as well. It's just like mapping something or
Yeah.
something like that now.
And it's always at the lights when you need to do your maps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think you got caught?
I just feel like it was.
I feel like the cameras are looking at me.
Yeah. No, it was one of the portable ones on the side of the highway.
But they're so obvious. The ones that are looking
Yeah.
for your phone, they go up and they're massive and they go across
Oh,
the whole
really?
road. Yeah.
Wonder what the camera was I saw.
Like the
'Cause
ones
it wasn't a speed camera one. It was
Dude with a GoPro.
like the phone ones and seatbelt ones, they're like massive things that go up.
because I'd never seen this one, so I was like, oh, I wonder if that's.
Aren't they toll booths? Like toll?
No, it's like the one I've seen is like a big yellow one. Like it's obvious that's
Oh,
what it is.
okay.
This
Do
one
they-
was like a green sort of.
They have
Yeah,
the red
like
lights
this.
now.
Oh yeah, it's like a hidden.
Yeah, I saw that.
that's a hidden
Yeah.
speed camera.
Yeah, it's so
Oh,
hidden.
is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's meant to look
sweet.
like construction equipment.
Because I'd never seen it like that, so I was like,
So-
oh, that must
It
be.
is. Look at it. It's got tracks and everything.
It
I was like,
looks
that
like
must be a phone one.
No.
It's like a Boston Dynamic robot.
Sweet, we're safe then.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna use my phone all the time.
And apparently they have some hidden behind the 40 school signs now.
That's what Nikita said.
I like how they're on tractor wheels.
Yeah, it's meant to look like construction equipment.
Terrain
Yeah,
built.
they've even got a little fucking like digger attached.
I wonder if it's functional.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you guys-
what the fuck?
Yeah, so I told you it's meant to look like
Does that-
construction equipment.
That is so crimp. Like, just Who are you fooling? Like after a week, everyone knows because social media exists.
Well, he didn't know. They've
Well,
been out for ages.
I saw one the other day. I'm like, it's
But
clear.
I haven't just seen The Matrix.
The one I saw was behind the concrete bollards, so you only saw the top half.
Oh, do you reckon
Was
it's
it like
gonna,
on the
do you reckon
way
it's gonna
to the
catch that
city?
truck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. Probably. Look how fast it's going.
Yeah.
That's quicker.
He's
than
blurry.
60. Have you guys seen the Woolworths robots?
No.
Surely.
Woolworths robots.
Yeah, it tripped me and Westy out the first time we saw them, and then again, it felt like they were following us through the store.
No,
What the?
never seen a Woolworths.
Really?
What are they doing?
Woolworths. They just go up and down the aisles.
Doing what?
So when I first saw it, I thought it was
Walkie
a walking
robots.
hand sanitizer thing.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
What is it?
Ad.
Hang 10, guys.
Why are more
Hang
and more
10.
Australians choosing members' health
I
funds?
want to hear to say.
No one wants to hear this.
I do.
So
Can you get me a drink?
I'm surprised Coles haven't got them because whatever one of them do, the other one copies.
Yeah.
I have to.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll pause it for you. Yeah, please.
No.
Pop.
Okay. Oh my god. Do you do that with your wedding ring?
Yes.
That's love.
Now tip it upside down.
I just went to my local Woolworths.
Yeah, these
in
bad
Melbourne,
boys.
The fuck is that?
So they
Robot running
turn
the
and
store,
shit?
What is
checking
it?
for spills, and then it just stops wherever
Cleans it.
there's some spill on the ground.
Are you having?
Watch out, hazard detected. Please stand clear. Like
The f-
it's even got its own name badge. Like
No.
It just gets more in the way because, if there's two.
No. How many spills are they fucking having? They need that.
If there's two. I didn't
That-
realize it picks up spills.
What do you think it did?
I really didn't know.
I just yelled at it.
Yeah. But it's so, that thing takes up most of the aisle. So if you've got people coming
that.
either direction.
It's probably some sort of data collection disguised as a mop. It's probably a speed camera.
It's a mob.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
That's dumb. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking up aisles,
Uh-oh.
something happened to me the other day. It pissed me off enough to bring it up.
Okay.
So I was at Coles, and nothing against fat people, and this has it is nothing like it's not to do with normal just fat people or even obese people, like mildly obese people, whatever.
Sorry, Jake.
You do you. Well, I'm talking fucking 1 kilogram away from government funded mobility scooter people, right?
Okay.
So-
We got the
so-
picture?
Yeah, one fat cell away from being a diabetes amputee.
Yeah.
One of the Anyway, so I was at Coles and I'm walking down the aisle, and there was a family of these people, and they
What do
were
you mean these people?
Yeah.
those people, and they were literally blocking the aisle, and I was just I didn't want I felt because I was walking towards them.
Did you crawl under their legs?
Nah, the thing is there's a family of them, right, and they're not moving, and they're
What
blocking.
were they doing?
Blocking the aisle. Oh, okay, ironically, it was the candy aisle.
That's not ironically.
No, but they were blocking this thing.
Ironically would be the health food
Yeah.
aisle.
Okay. Well, ironically, because their arteries are probably blocked as well. So okay, let's. So anyway, they're not just shoved to a side. It was a family of them. I think it was 5 or 6, and
they were shoved to
and
both
they
sides,
had
apparently,
two
what you're
trolleys. Two trolleys that had nothing in them. So I'm using them as walkers.
Hmm.
And then, so I'm walking towards them thinking, I don't want to say excuse me, because I don't want to bring light to the fact that you're big and you're blocking my aisle.
Yeah.
I'm a minority here being victimized from the skinny white guy. So I'm feeling like shit. So I decided to walk through. I decided to walk through fatty number fucking 1 and 3 while 4, 5, and 6 were looking at the candy bars or whatever. And then, I don't know, I got out the other side. I'm like, that was fucked.
I got
after
out the
this,
other side.
Yeah.
I got out of there. I army rolled my way through
Legit, you know what he would have done?
Fatsville.
He would have walked around the aisle, down the next aisle to go back into that
Yeah.
same aisle.
Yeah, probably.
Just yelling obscenities.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I thought maybe we should take half a meter from the health food aisle because they're not going to ever walk down there, right? And we should add it on to the candy aisle to accommodate for people like me.
Regardless of, not even for that. To promote better choices, maybe, why would they not group them together then?
The fatties. Oh, you mean the health
food and the candy? But
health versus because no one would ever buy the health food. Oh, I know what you mean.
I mean, it's
But you couldn't call it the health food aisle, could you?
well, it's just one side and the other side. Like there's two sides to the friggin' aisle.
Just have like an angel and a devil on the side. But then I thought, like, do the opposite. Make the aisle super skinny and inconvenient for them, and make the health food
Oh my
aisle
god!
big.
To purchase anything down here, you must drop below this weight.
Yeah, so like only people that can fit down are healthy people to treat themselves. Like me, I just wanted
Oh my
a bit of
God.
fructose in a Kit Kat wrapper, where they can like the only aisles they can fit down are the healthy ones, like fruit and health and like protein bars.
You're lucky no one listens to this.
Do you know how cheap? Do you know how cheap junk food is though?
It's fucked.
Yeah. So
Fuck
I
yeah.
had Monday off with Parker because he was sick, and I took him like to the shops to like go to the chemist to get some shit, blah blah blah, and then we went to Woolworths to get some lunch, and we walked in the door and they had like the cinnamon donuts on special at the front. It was 24 cinnamon donuts for $2.50.
Well, they're on special though, because they're going to go stale tomorrow.
No, I checked the bake date. It was baked that day.
They're still going to stale tomorrow.
Doesn't matter.
It's
Exactly. So you're
24.
going to eat 24 before tomorrow when they get stale.
Exactly.
You know what you do? You freeze them.
I started doing the maths on the drive home, and I was like, well, imagine if a family just lived off cinnamon donuts.
That was the family I saw today.
Because that'd be like
Yeah, okay. Cinnamon donuts are
$2.50.
cheap.
So say you spend $10 a day on cinnamon donuts. That'd feed a family of 4.
Depends
Yeah.
if it was the family app store or not.
Supersize me.
Um,
No, but it's true.
like I get that, but then also the vegetables are pretty cheap, really.
They are, but like they're going to go off the next day too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like vegetables come with a task,
like
whereas
kind of
junk
You
food
can't eat
doesn't.
raw vegetables.
You can, no one's eating raw
Eat
vegetables.
raw vegetables.
Who though?
Me,
What's your favourite raw vegetable?
Yeah.
capsicum, red capsicum.
It's not
So
too
you
bad.
just get one and eat it like an apple.
We cut it up, yeah. Not just eat it because it's full of
Okay,
seeds.
so there's
you
the
don't-
task. There's the task. You
Yeah,
need
I'm
to
not
wash
saying
it,
it's-
cut it up.
Yeah,
That's hectic.
That's like
and
fruit.
you like it. It tastes good and it's sweet.
I don't. Wait, beetroot is like a fucking lolly.
I don't like beetroot that much.
Beetroot
Like
is
I'll
like
have
a
it,
lolly.
but I'm not like
I will eat
I wouldn't say it's like a lolly.
that and gherkins, man. I'll just eat gherkins from the
because
jar.
it's a gherkin.
The jar.
It's a pickle.
It's a
It's a cucumber.
a gherkin, isn't it?
He's right. It's a cucumber
It's a pickled. Yeah. Why do they call them pickles?
because it's pickled.
Exactly. We call it pickled cucumber. When you buy pickled anything, it's called pickled so and so. But when it's pickles, it's just pickles.
Yeah, so pickles is better than gherkin.
Well, they went through the effort of picking a name. Well, gherkin, that's what they're called. They're called gherkins. Aren't they like baby cucumbers? They're called
I don't know.
gherkins.
I don't know.
I don't know. It just
I
sounds
just like
cool.
giving you shit.
My parents used to
Rhymes with jerkin.
my parents used to call them gherkins, and then
You
everyone else
call you
called them
gherkin.
pickles, and I was like, yeah.
I'm gonna go to Macca's and be like, "Can I have a Big Mac? Hold the gherkins."
I feel like it's an American thing.
Sounds racist.
I mean, no,
Which race?
hold my gherkins.
Sounds sexual. Jerk my gherkin.
Are you pickle guys? Do you like pickles?
I love pickles.
I'll never pull them off.
Why did you say? No, I don't like pickles. I like gherkins.
Well, they're the same thing. I know that.
Are they? I don't.
I've-
I feel like they're different.
I think one's just baby cucumber and the other one's bigger cucumbers that are
Adult cucumber.
Let's Google it. We have the power of Google.
Yeah.
You guys don't watch Rick
what,
and
James?
Morty, do you?
Nah.
What am I googling?
Difference between pickles and gherkins.
Can I have some ice, please? While James is you're googly.
Googling gherkins.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favourite Rick and Morty episodes, where Rick turns himself into
Everyone keeps telling me to watch it.
into pickle Rick.
I feel like I should watch it.
His family has to go to family counselling, and he's a scientist, so he turns himself into a pickle to get out of it. But he sets up a syringe to drop as soon as they pull out of the driveway. But his daughter grabs the syringe, so
Breaks it?
So then he has to live like a day as a life. Of
Honey,
a
I
pickle.
Shrunk the Pickle.
It's pretty funny. A gherkin is a particular kind of pickle. There you go. But gherkins and pickles have a few key differences. Here we go.
What are they?
Gherkins are smaller than typical cucumber pickles because they're made from younger cucumbers.
A baby.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's like veal.
Did you it's a lamb. This is the lamb of cucumbers. Did you know that strawberries are not berries?
What are they?
Not berries?
Hot berries.
Not berries?
Oh.
Berries. So what are they then?
Look
Just
it up. Look up not berries or strawberries are not berries. Like so many things that we think are berries aren't berries.
that's like Fuck, I got nothing. No, I was
Oh
thinking.
my
of something.
god, not what are strawberries? Are you a 6-year-old Googler?
Are strawberries berries?
Where's that say?
No, just saying you should say that.
Not what are strawberries?
Berries.
Yeah. No.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Google just says no and that's it.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's very tricky.
The popping strawberries not a berry.
Do you want
It's a false fruit.
So what is it then?
Oh, right. So,
false fruit?
so like, you know, like blackberries, they're like lots of little things that make up the berry. So it's not a berry.
Never had a blackberry. The phone or the fruit.
Have you done anything in life ever?
No, it doesn't seem that way.
I thought, did I
You need to
save
watch
it?
Matrix while eating blackberries and flying on a plane.
It made me feel so weird. I hope
I've
I
been on
saved
2
it. I hope
planes.
I did.
I've been on a plane.
Here we go. I did. I'll send it to you. Wait.
What are you sending it
I'll
to?
send it to. Oh, how am I going to send this? Podcast chat?
Yeah, that's probably easiest.
That's like the whole tomatoes aren't a fruit or no, aren't a
It's a
vegetable.
yeah,
or
they're a
fucking, what are they?
It's a fruit.
It's because they got seeds, right, which makes them a fruit. And then everyone's like, no, you put them in a salad. It's like, yeah, with what?
Does that make
Doesn't make
tomato sauce a smoothie?
yes. Fruit smoothie.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
How crazy is it?
I know.
It's also not up there. It made me feel like weird because
Yeah.
my mum was the biggest Nokia fan
Oh,
in the
really?
world. She got every single one of them.
True.
What is it?
Yeah.
Call this.
When I saw this, I was like, "Yep, mum had this."
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. Going through the list, I don't think I had any of these.
I didn't. But
I never
I
even
didn't,
saw
but
that
mum
one.
definitely did.
What
Did
was
you ever
that?
see that one?
No.
I never saw that one.
Were these just the
These are so go to the top. Let's explain. So it's like craziest phone design. So before phone, the final form factor of a phone became its thing.
How do
It's
you
like
know this is the final
Yeah,
four?
it was like, this is the, we're running out of ideas.
it's been like 8 years and the iPhones look the same.
Yeah, fair call.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are all just like crazy phone designs before we came up with this, and some of them are like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that
who
one-
would ever
that.
think that would be
bought
convenient?
Mum,
Like something
She
you'd-
actually had that one.
yeah,
True.
you would ninja
she
style.
probably still does. She has so like she keeps everything.
Yeah, my parents keep all their old phones in this like weird pot looking thing with all the chargers and everything.
What do you mean a pot?
It's so expensive.
No, it's like it's like a old.
An actual pot?
a phone urn.
It's like a.
Where the phone's going to die.
I don't know what you call it. Yeah, I've never seen that one.
Yep.
Is
That's
that-
just the BlackBerry, isn't it? Or like the
That was called something
Sidekick?
specific. Yeah, sidekick.
Yeah, sidekick. I never got one of them.
No, I didn't either. I never had a phone like that. I had.
I saw those ones. I
they're
never
like
had one.
Game
of them.
Boys, eh?
Yeah.
That's literally what the comment says.
Yeah.
Who wants a mobile phone which looks like a gamepad?
A lot of people
Remember this?
dumb.
I remember this
Oh.
too.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
I don't remember who had it, but I didn't. This one I
Well-
didn't see. I never saw the clear phone.
Ah. Oh, do you
Never saw
remember
that
fucking? Was it Coke? The Coke phones?
No.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I remember
How did you
that.
get them?
Yeah. There was some. You
No,
had to-
no, I was thinking of something else. Yeah, okay.
I'll
Google.
Google it after
Yeah,
this.
Google Coke phone. I never saw any of these Nokias.
Yeah, me.
The only dumb one I had was the N95, and that was pretty cool.
I feel like that one was in James Bond, and
I kind of remember that one. Oh yeah, my dad had one of them.
Looks kinky. Comes with a butt plug.
what is the point?
It was a work phone.
It had-
pick up better reception.
Has the best range.
I remember that one. Don't remember.
This
that.
looks like a camera. I don't remember this.
What
What
the,
the fuck is that?
That was not a thing.
This one's they left their phone out in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some fucking crazy phones. Eh? I had that one.
This is the vibrator phone.
Look at the screen. It's so unusable.
Quick, ring me.
You could read that would fit 3 letters across.
Holy Jesus. I never saw
Oh, my
any.
dad had that phone as well.
That's a
Anything
work
like
phone.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
anything
rubber
work
edges.
related was like, oh, I've got to get this phone.
Made sense though.
Mum,
Like
for,
had,
Mum for sure had that.
had like the
Yeah.
rubber edges
Yeah.
on it. Yeah. Yeah, Google Coke phone. What was so good about it? Just had it was
I
Coke
think
branded.
it was just like
and it was
I
nothing
think
but a
Coke
simple Nokia.
I've never seen.
Was it? Yeah, this was it. Hey,
Yeah,
that was
No,
it.
I've never seen that in my life.
It was just a dumb Nokia
Yeah.
with a Coke case, really. You had
Is that a
Snake on it
Nokia?
and shit. Yeah. Nah, I don't know what it was. I don't even know how you got one. I just remember people having it.
It's like a redemption thing, like a promotion.
I think, yep, it was something to do with Coke, I guess.
Were they hidden?
Buy 5 Pepsis, get a free Coke phone.
Yeah, I forget. There was some sort of gimmick to get them.
Might have been like send in 100 fucking Coke lids
How
or
much
something.
younger than you am I? How much younger are you than me, James?
I was born in 92. So what's that?
5 years.
Shit. Okay. Oh, you might remember then, because my brother remembered. He asked me the other day. He's like,
Ghetto
"Do
Blaster?
you remember?" No. Ghetto Blast.
My brother has one.
Odd Bodz. You know what that is?
Nah.
Like in chip packets, there used to be like these cards with like these weird odd Bodz.
Oh.
2 Ds and with the Z, I think. Bodz. Yeah. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
you do?
Yeah.
My brother brought this up to
100%.
me the other day, and I was like, whoa,
Yeah, I do remember those.
it's so crazy. And like some of them, like you'd rub them and they'd change, like
Yeah.
you'd heat them up or something.
That's
They
right.
were sick.
Yeah, they were heat activated or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember them.
How crazy.
How did you get them?
In chips, I think. I think they were like,
okay.
It's like
you know,
you'd rub a spot that was white and it would go green. Or
yeah,
something,
Yeah.
something
and
like
it would
that.
like fade. It was just heat. Fucking
Yeah. Fuck.
type in Coke Ghetto Blaster. My brother.
Oh, you told me. Can I guess what the story is? This the first
Yeah.
thing he ever won? Or
No,
that
it was
you ever won?
my older brother. He
That.
yeah, Coke Ghetto Blaster. So
Top one.
yeah, so you would send in as many pull rings from Coke cans as you could, and if you had a certain amount, you'd win a Ghetto Blaster.
Right.
And my brother he scabbed through so many bins to get these. In it, like the Coke can would have a special red one.
How many did you need? I remember that. I was seeing that, but I didn't know what they were for.
I don't remember if it was like weight or like amount or whatever, but he had enough to win it, and he still got it. And I'm pretty sure they sell for like $500 or some shit.
Remember when you'd pull the fucking blue
Was this
cap out of the fucking thing and make a bracelet out of it?
One of these. Yeah, I'll make one.
Oh, wow.
I know
didn't
it'll
even know
work.
that that was still a thing.
It's out of the beer lid.
It'll work.
Yeah, I remember that. And if you like chicks at school would have like 30 of them. I know.
Yeah. Chicks and Ash. Fucking hell.
I was one of the girls.
I remember wearing like 85,000 of those. They're like silicon bracelets, I guess. And they
With
With the
writing on them
words
and
and
shit.
shit on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'd have
Inspiration.
so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
Yeah.
I am woman.
Wait. How are these clothes I saw the other day? They're like emoji clothes.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
You like them?
Oh,
It's funny.
it's
funny.
I like it that it looks legit. Like
Yeah.
it looks fake. That's cool.
I like it.
It's weird but cool, eh?
I want.
Are they? Is it just print? Like, so go back. The string is obviously just print, right? It's not like actual.
I don't know.
It must be print. That's cool. I like it.
It looked weird from different angles.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it only works on one angle, 2D angle.
I guess.
No, I like it.
That is cool. I do like it. I think it's fucking dumb, but I like it.
Yeah.
Who thought of that?
Ash is going to be searching Wish later tonight.
Wait till I come in 2D.
He's gonna like come in just wearing a Minecraft shirt.
yeah. Yeah, pretty trippy.
That is cool.
That is cool. Fucking. Oh, fuck.
What?
What did I just click on? Hang on.
So I was on the way here on the train, and this dude was legit just drunk, walking around with his beer on the train, stumbling. And the train's like I get it. Like, I don't know when the last time you were on a bus was, but like it's rocky on a bus, like if you're standing, right?
Yeah.
But on a train, it's pretty stable. You can.
Yeah, you're on a track.
Yeah.
This dude was so drunk, he was like stumbling from side to side, side to side. And I was on my phone. Like I remember I was watching a video, listening to music or something, and I saw him like out of my peripheral vision stumble, and he almost fell onto me as he was walking down the carriage. And then I saw him, and like I don't know when's the last time you've been on a train. You know, trains have toilets in them, right?
Yeah, I think I stopped catching trains just as they like bought the
Yeah.
toilets.
So they got toilets in some of the carriages. And this dude had a beer in one hand, and I didn't see what it was, but a can of something.
Yeah.
Let's just say Jim Beam or something. In the
Okay.
other hand, went into the toilet. As he went in, he went and pressed the thing and dropped his can all over the floor, and he's just like swearing at this can. It's just rolling around on the train. He couldn't pick it up. The can had emptied by the time he'd picked it up, and he was like, and then just walked away from it. Didn't even go into the toilet after he dropped his can.
It's funny when you said Jim Beam. I haven't even thought of Jim Beam since like I was 10.
Haven't you?
Like, is Jim Beam even a thing? Do you even see it anymore?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Gross.
Some.
Yeah,
Oh no, it's not there.
Yeah, some there.
Yeah.
That's Johnny
Oh,
Walker.
yeah. Hey, Where?
Next, like, just shelf under the TV, furthest to the left.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. So I was looking for a white label. Yeah, Jim Beam. Like, maybe just pre-mixed Jim Beams. I never see them. But I don't really look at them.
I'm not laughing at you. It went down the wrong hole.
Do you know him?
What a loser, Ash.
I didn't tip my drink upside down.
I remember my first drink.
Nah,
Are you okay?
Oh, fine.
I remember when I went to TAFE, I had to catch a train for a portion of time because I lost my license. And
Tune into the last 10 episodes.
and I remember, like, every afternoon I'd have to, like, sit there scared because there was, like, a big paint sniffing phase. So it'd just be, like, people with bottles under their shirts just sniffing paint. And if they caught you staring at them...
See, I always... Like, I've heard of that, but I don't know if I could ever picture anyone actually doing it.
You never seen it?
I
Really?
bought spray paint for a dude once.
What?
Why? Why couldn't they buy their own?
I don't know how to explain it without sounding racist. So I can't
Wait,
really
did
say.
they have the money to buy it, or you went and bought them with your money?
It was obvious that he was buying it for a certain reason, for certain reasons. And
He
it was super
intimidated you?
cheap. And it was in Beenleigh, and I'm walking. Back when Centrelink was across from Super Cheap in Beenleigh, I think I was like going to Serena Rosso's that was there because I was trying to get a job at like a job agency. I was like a teenager still, and I went there and it was all boarded up, and I was like, oh shit! And I turned around, and this guy was just like staring at me, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucked. And he walks up to me, he's like, and he goes, and I'm like, oh, and it's just awkward, and he's just walking up to me. I'm like, oh, do you know like where they've gone now? And he's like, oh, I can show you where they are, but can you? He's like, can you go across the road and buy me some spray paint? I'm like, sure. Maybe it was under 18. That's when like they still ask for ID some places.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So I walked across the road to the Super Cheap, and he gave me like cash. And then I'm like, what color do you want? And he's like, he goes, chrome. I'm like, okay. So I went in and I bought chrome spray paint. And I walked back across the road. I went to give it to him, and then he turned around and started walking away, but with his hand out behind his back, like to stealthily give it to him as if cops were watching him.
Yeah.
So I gave it to him, and then he's like, come with me, I'll show you where it is. And he's walking me behind the marketplace to like where Centrelink, the new Centrelink was, and I didn't know. And I'm like, this guy's trying to get me under the shopping centre because it like goes down and under.
What
I'm
is
like,
he
it's
gonna
all
do?
cool.
He's gonna chrome me.
I'm like, my car's this way. I'm just gonna see ya. I was like, I'm never buying drugs for people again.
Hey, you're a legit drug dealer.
Yeah, it felt hard.
Did you run? Did you run at all?
I didn't run because I didn't want to like show fear.
You can't run.
Why would I run?
It's like
You said you just like.
Oh, I was
said,
just
"I'm
like,
going."
I was like, oh, my car's this way. I'll just drive around, and then I just sort of like, I power walked. I probably would have power walked. I
no,
can
he
picture
ran.
myself.
He sprinted.
I'm like, help, chroming people.
Was he alone?
Hey, yeah, he was. Yeah, he didn't look like he had many friends.
You could have been his friend.
We could have been mates. He's probably really successful.
I don't think so.
Anyway, I don't know why I told that story. Why did I tell that story? Oh, you were talking about paint sniffing. Yeah, come on.
I think I finished my story. And then
Did you?
Yeah, I just said I saw people sniff paint on trains.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it. That's what it was.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said it, and I said I've
And
never
then
seen
Ash
it.
was like, I'm a paint sniffer from way back.
I'm my provider. I'm a paint dealer.
Enabler.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen this giant turtle?
Great segue.
You know how we're talking. You know how we're talking about that long building that they're building.
No.
Yeah.
Like-
At Dubai.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi or whatever it is.
The long like city building with mirrors on the outside.
Oh yeah.
So I saw this. This is another weird building.
This was a long, like, no reference for anyone.
Well, I was trying to get us out of the chroming conversation.
Sorry.
Has anyone else got anything else to add about chroming?
Yeah. Don't do it. It's bad.
Have you done it though?
I've never done it. It probably is really good.
I've done it.
I could see myself having a mad headache. Anyway, back to your turtle building.
Nah, fuck that. Chroming.
Saudi Arabia.
No, how weird is
They
this?
have too much money, and
I
they're just
know.
we need to build shit.
It's like a giant turtle city
Right.
It's basically like a cruise ship.
Fucking wait, you were like, have you guys seen the giant turtle? No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see a turtle.
It is a turtle.
No,
Look.
fuck
wait,
you.
it
That's
is.
not.
So that's it.
That's legit.
Okay,
I
but
know.
that's how big is that?
What? It's just like a stadium-sized turtle.
How big is that boat?
Let me read here.
Is this on the water?
Is it a boat?
Yeah, it's on the
Oh,
water.
is this like a cruise turtle?
I
okay.
think so.
Oh, it's an
but
actual boat. I thought
yeah.
you meant like it was like on
If it's a
land.
cruise
no,
turtle, I
so-
get on
okay.
board. I'm
You
on
like
board.
it?
I'm on board with it.
Mate, that's wide though. You need a fucking.
It seems like very.
It's the Nokia of boats. They're trying to come up with new boat ideas.
Fuck, my brain's not working.
Super yacht.
What's the water
be
version of
capable.
aerodynamic? It's not that.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Seaworthy.
What is the water version of aerodynamic?
I don't know. So I said my brain's not working.
Aero. Water dynamic.
19 villas, 64 apartments in
Look at
each
it.
wing of the turtle-shaped.
64 apartments in
yacht.
each wing.
It's not aerodynamic though.
That's what I said. It's
Yeah.
not that.
Like you think they would get the turtle in the backstroke, right? When its hands are back.
But then it wouldn't be obvious it's a turtle. Like, what's the rock in the water?
$8 billion in construction.
8 billion.
Is it solar power?
No, it won't be.
How's it powered? It'd be like nuclear or something. It's
Crew, go up.
just slaves.
Logistics. What are those? What are they? Is that like their rooms underneath?
Generator.
Yeah, maybe.
Multiple use. What?
That's what I said. Is it a room?
That's dumb. The words don't mean anything.
Yeah, they do. Why has it got a buggy on there?
So you can drive around the turtle.
No, that's dumb. How big is this?
I thought you said you're on board.
I am.
5 billion.
It says 5 billion, but then it says 8 billion over here.
I think it's fake.
It's
I
probably
think it's fake.
Yep.
It's probably no. Well, they've already started building that wall
fake.
city, which I think is more fucking impressive.
For sure, it's fake.
Why? Why do you say that?
Why are you saying it's fake?
Out of all the things that happen, you think that's fake?
Yeah, it's fake.
You think the moon landing's fake?
They're playing. This is.
Do you think
Look.
Donald Trump running for president again is fake?
No, I hope he
Do you think Elon?
Do you?
Yeah.
We need more chaos in this world. Do you think Elon landing shit on
Just so
Mars
people
is
like
fake?
fucking lose their minds. Yeah.
It is.
You didn't buy Twitter.
He didn't. Elon Musk isn't real. He's just a chroming dude in Bean Lee.
Yeah. I don't know. This is like we want to make this. It's not going to be like this.
But that wall city, we should read about. Oh fuck it. Who cares though, really?
No one.
Well, Wealth it has a verified tick on their thing, so
I don't.
What we should do,
Lying.
I think what we should do is we should have a topic for the first 3 minutes of the podcast, and then we spend the rest of the podcast reading a whole essay about it, and then we'll pipe back in the last 5 minutes.
No. Let's just not. Let's
Yeah,
just
so-
end. Let's just end. And then all you have to do is put the link up so other people can read along with us.
yeah.
You know they
hi, welcome.
the Rogan who does like they do the count-ins on the Five Companions or whatever.
Does
Yeah.
what?
Like they do count-ins on like whatever the minutes are,
Oh,
so
yeah,
people can
yeah,
watch
yeah.
along. Yeah, so you can be like, all right, now we're reading this word.
Yeah.
Wealth
It's called reading
Saudi
on,
Arabia.
read along companion.
gives people yet another reason to think that they're quickly becoming one of the most advanced countries.
Just
doesn't-
because your ship's shaped different doesn't make
This
you
doesn't
advanced.
make me think that you're one of the most advanced countries in the world.
You're one
I
of the
do.
richest countries in the world.
With this super yacht named, I can't read that from here.
It's got
Anyway,
60,000, guess. What is
gonna
that
happen.
relatively? 60,000 people.
well, think about a stadium. Like
Suncorp
Suncorp
Stadium.
has 80,000 or 70.
it?
I don't know.
I don't think it's that much. I thought
Nah.
it was like 56,
Oh,
wasn't
so I'm thinking the Sydney one.
How many people could the Titanic hold?
The Titanic's so small
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I know
There's
that.
like
it? These days.
Yeah.
there's
But
cargo
like-
ships bigger than that.
But like, so this thing's going to be 60,000 people. Titanic was
Capacity of
1,100 people.
Yeah.
That's because like half the rooms were like house
Oh, no,
size.
no,
Oh
no,
wait,
no.
capacity of the Titanic was 3,300. Basically.
Still pretty small though.
Okay.
Because most of it was like coal engines. And people shoveling coal. Now it's just like a nuclear rod.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's a bad. What's a normal cruise ship?
Yeah,
I
like
wanna
what,
know, I'm trying to understand. Like 60,000 people. What is that? How big does the ship have to be?
Google
I know
the world-
how big a cruise ship is.
but like there could be
Around 3,000 people still.
yeah, so like 20,000 rooms would have average 3 people each, or like house 3 people each. That's 60,000 people.
There's no way you could keep.
Can you?
3 people in a cruise ship in a room?
What's the biggest cruise ship? Google like the world's biggest cruise ship and
Wait,
see.
James, Google. Hey, next after this, Google how many apples you have to eat to kill you.
Just want to know.
Oh yeah, have you guys actually seen this video? Tripped me out. Cruise ships like being launched. How sick
on the
is that?
side, and some people just get wiped out by the wave that
Yeah,
causes.
they just
Yeah.
basically get. I'll get a video up after this. James, Google video.
They
which
built
one do you want to look at?
I
Ash?
don't care.
world's biggest cruise ship,
Anyone?
please.
Yeah, world's biggest cruise
That'll
ship.
do. Yeah, go.
Yep, capacity.
Yep, it's loading.
Go. Faster. Make it faster, James. Make it faster.
Yeah, get better with internet.
This is fake too.
It's not
What?
how.
I don't know.
No, Wonder of the Sea. I've heard of this.
Yeah, so can you see like a capacity number?
No, it's just
Oh,
pictures.
God.
That's all he wanted to know.
Surely it's one of the first facts.
Yeah, the blah blah blah.
Still, that's ridiculous. That's still 10 times less.
Yeah, true, but it's not the shape of a turtle.
exactly.
This is 10 times
Have
less
you
than
not
a
Imagine
turtle.
how big this turtle's gonna be.
The Earth,
big is
isn't
it?
the Earth on a turtle shell? And there's 8 billion people on that.
They're building the Earth.
They're building Earth. Anyway,
This is the biggest cruise ship in the world, you said, right? It's
This
still-
one is, yeah.
And it's still like 10 times
Well,
less.
that's not what I said. That's what Google said.
No, this is what you said.
No.
You're in charge of the Google.
60. I guess it's only a concept. At
That's
the
what I
moment.
said. It's fake.
It's not. It's not fake.
It is.
It's a concept. It doesn't make it fake.
Yeah, it's
They never said it's real.
No, it's fake.
It's a real concept.
No, it's fake.
How's it fake? Define fake.
Because it's not
Big that
real.
thing is.
What's not real about it?
Huh?
It's a real concept.
No, I can't touch
So
it.
it's a fake.
It's fake.
I could touch the concept.
You can touch your own concept.
Will you touch my concept?
It's gigantic, hey?
That is
Yeah.
massive. Yeah,
That's also not water dynamic.
Yeah, you got to Google cruise ship launch fails.
Fails?
They're the best ones. So they build them on land and they slide them down these like rails into the water.
Some of them have got rails. I've seen other ones where it's literally like guys putting them on like.
Is this like from when
pipes or
they're being built and then getting into the water for the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of just opening like a chamber to like load the water up, they fucking
How do they?
What the fuck?
like build it in a dam, an empty dam, and then like open it or something. I don't know. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, like
Well,
this
how do they
sort of
build
shit.
the dam?
Monza.com makes GANs great again. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to say again because
pay
they
for
never
YouTube
were.
one day.
And
One day.
You ready?
Wait.
Like the way that it, like that. Like imagine if it didn't stop tipping.
Did they just tear the straps? Did they just like, we'll sacrifice these straps?
Like everything on top fell out.
Crazy, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
There's fail ones. They're the best.
Well, how do they
For
fail,
sure.
though?
For sure,
They
that's
like tip over or they fucking.
how old is this video? For sure, you've come up with a better way to do this than that.
But how would you do it though?
If
Because
it-
it's not like you could build it in the water.
Like have that whole mechanism to like come over and then slowly go down.
I suppose it'd have to hold a lot of weight.
Oh yeah, let's just fuck the road up.
I suppose if that ship can't survive that, it shouldn't be in the ocean.
That's true.
Can you look?
Is this the same one we're watching over and over?
No, they're all different.
Can you look for a fail one? Because there are good ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I'd like to see chaos.
I like to see the world burn.
I like to see
Oh.
ships tip. Loose ships. Sink ships.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
How devo would you be?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Quick. What would you do? How would
Nothing
you?
you could do.
This is
Yeah.
this is legit Ash before we started when he tipped his beer
Yeah.
upside down. I don't know what to do.
You get that on camera?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully.
I was literally thinking this as I was watching them launch. Like, what if they were just too top heavy or something and they kept tipping? And I never thought to search fails.
Oh, like this one.
Uh-oh.
So close.
Imagine all that
Where
work
does it
and
fling
money.
back?
Uh-oh.
How's that a fail?
I don't know.
What if it just explodes?
I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway. Ash just
Oh,
fucking
right
face
near the
blown.
traffic.
Wait.
I know what's going to happen.
Oi.
Holy shit.
There's so much water.
We're in a drought.
You could just watch YouTube videos all night.
We do. Tell me.
Have you guys seen Avatar?
I've seen the first one.
Well, the second one's not out yet.
Oh, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know.
Or maybe I just heard about like
I only
them making
seen
it.
old movies.
Have you seen Avatar though?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I've seen it
never
first.
seen it.
We know that. we know you haven't seen anything ever.
That's amazing.
I put it on, but I don't remember what happened.
I can understand not
got
wanting to watch that
distracted.
because
I wanted to watch it, and I put the DVD on, but I didn't watch it for some reason.
yeah, because it's
I know the storyline, but yeah.
Yeah. Again,
Tell me what you think Avatar's about.
no, I feel like I know what that one's about.
It's about
Okay, here we go.
the industrial world taking
Industrial
over.
Revolution.
So
Taking
basically,
over
they go and build this big turtle.
green with blue people.
Nah, doesn't he go like in and out of a fake world or something?
No,
It's
so
the Matrix, all right?
it's humans go to colonize like a native-owned planet. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
Don't spoil it for him.
and
I'm not going to watch
so it's kind of a parody on life. How like we regime change third world countries. We go in there and like destroy it. Anyway, so he go. They have the technology to like blend into their culture and shit. So he turns into one of them, but then he falls in love with one,
Yeah,
and then he like decides that they're the bad guy and blah blah blah. I could have that sort of wrong.
Because I read something today where it has to be in the top 5 top grossing movies
to
ever
make
to break
$2
even.
billion to break even. $2 billion.
To break even.
To break even.
Isn't
for
it all
making it.
just CGI now? You could like download the app to make Avatar 9.
Ash made Avatar 17 on his iPad.
But like some kid cartoons just like on Netflix.
Netflix.
Some kid cartoons now are like so well done. Like back in the 90s, that was just like blown away.
Yeah.
That was Toy Story
Yeah,
and shit.
you mean
Now Cocomelon is like,
like Steve's video?
yeah.
So this is the second person that I've met who's like one of the new Teletubbies. So I did a
Really?
Yeah, I did a gig in Ipswich on Tuesday,
What color?
and I think he's the green one.
What the? That's I can't.
But it's
Where do
animated.
they make it?
It's
I can't.
animated. So then, like, yeah,
well, how can he? Oh, you mean he's a voice?
yeah, but
I think it's
like, I
all
followed
green
him-
screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
followed him on Instagram after, and it's literally him in this like one of those suits all day with the balls and shit on it. You know, like it's all green, everything. Oh my god!
I know what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
called motion capture.
So it's basically him just like
So Teletubby Land isn't real.
What?
How fucking weird! I was watching. Okay, so the kids have been getting into Teletubbies lately, and
No.
I've been shit
No.
and put it
my
on for
kids
them.
don't like it.
No,
It's so. I got
bad.
so many questions though.
it's bad.
Like what?
Like the. Okay, do they have genders? Because
don't know.
sometimes I refer to them as he and she.
I think
So
it's
I'm
just,
like, okay, they have genders, and then there's baby Teletubbies now. So they fuck.
I
Like,
think it's just bad because they don't speak properly.
yeah, they speak like babies.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
make your kids speak like babies forever.
And then like the sun is so culturally diverse right now. it's like
Go.
the sun is one. Like, why does it keep changing culture? Like, it goes from like Indians Down syndrome. I think. legit,
What are you talking about?
The sun, like it used to be just the same white baby, and now they're like, that's way too like we can't accept
forgot
that
that.
anymore. We need to like change. Like, I get it, like change it up or whatever. But like same episode, it changes. Like in the, I'm like, it's the one sun.
No. Yeah, that's
You
dumb.
can't do that.
Because
It
that's like
confuses
saying
my kid.
That's like that's like having a TV show and you're set with your characters and you just change them all for
Yeah.
the sake of it.
Yeah, but it's just a weird show. I don't. Yeah,
Stop letting them watch
it's
it.
dumb.
Stop letting them.
Apparently, there's like meaning behind it, but
Yeah.
I think that's just stoners that
no.
watch
Stop
it.
letting them watch it.
Well, they were talking. At
Let
the
them watch
gig.
Blippi. That's fine.
There was a guy there who was like, I think he's into his conspiracy theories, and apparently he reckoned that.
Something to do with LSD.
Well, no, he reckoned it was invented, and they put the televisions in their stomach to try and encourage the kids to watch television more or something. And then he got into this big loophole about how in that era they were trying to like brainwash kids' minds through television and blah blah blah.
While they're watching television
Yeah.
already. But like, what annoys me was they tune into their tummy and they go to this. At the moment, it's some annoying bitch singing, and she's not even a good singer. but she sings and jumps around, is entertaining, right? And she wears a weird pink jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Anyway, they do like a 5-minute song and dance, and then it goes back to the Teletubbies, and they're like, again. And the thing is, they always play it twice, and then you have to sit through it again. It's just repetitiveness.
That's called cheap TV.
Yeah, it's straight
I
up.
remember watching it, but doesn't one of them come up with a good idea or something, and then their TV starts spazzing out and they just fall on the hill and start rolling around?
I had a good idea. That's a trip.
That's what
Yeah, something weird. And then like a
There's
little
a purple one, right? Is it gay?
Yeah, Dipsy.
Purple
Dipsy?
I think it's
Dipsy, La La,
Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky.
I
Oh.
think
Oh my
Poe's
God.
a red
How,
one.
I can't even
red one.
listen to this.
Tinky Winky.
Adrian
I'm
just
out.
stormed.
It's just so bad.
Have you guys seen that? I think it's a new Netflix show where you can watch any episode in any order, and depending on the way you watch it.
Ooh, that's cool. But I hate that because then I'd watch it one
I
way and be
know,
angry because then you
exactly.
can't watch it another way.
Imagine the planning. Who
We need the Men in Black thing so that you can watch The Matrix again.
New Netflix series can be watched in any order, and it will affect how people view the story.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, it's-
That's such a cool idea.
8 episodes.
We should.
But
we
once
need to
you-
find
once-
8 people and watch it in all different ways and see
I don't know how they'd do that.
all 3 of us should watch it over like a month in a different way.
Yeah.
Like we should all pick numbers on how to watch it.
No, we randomize.
And then we don't talk about it until one night.
Wait, is it? You can watch any episode in any order. We have to start at one point and watch through.
I think as far blah blah blah.
Wait, it can't be start at one point and watch through because then you're watching essentially the same thing.
Completely different viewpoint
In any
on the story.
order.
Non-linear anthology series centers on a heist and has 8 episodes, each named after a color.
Okay.
So you'd have to watch 8 episodes
Kaleidoscope
in
spans
any
25
order.
years.
Yeah.
It spans 25 years. Follows a teen. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we need to randomize and then watch it,
Yeah, we just pull numbers out of a hat
mate.
or some shit.
This ready?
Or we just all write down our own numbers.
How many episodes?
8.
8. That's cool. So what's it about?
Didn't it say something about a heist?
It'd be good.
Spans 25 years and follows a team of masterful thieves.
The thing is, you could only watch it once because the second time you watch it, you've seen all the episodes.
So
No
I
matter
said-
what order, you'd still relate it to the original story.
Yeah.
You'd still have like a. But I like that idea of like,
Yeah, it's pretty trippy.
yeah. Is this new?
Yeah, I only saw it. When did that get posted? Yeah, 17 hours ago.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Breaking. Don't worry about the wall.
What are you doing over there?
Randomizing my 1 to 8.
Jeez, you got an app for everything, eh?
Not an app. It's the internet's. All right. My order is 21685734.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The other night at a gig, nobody wanted to do the lineup for who was going to go first and blah blah blah.
Isn't that like the organizer's job?
Usually, but some of them are like, "Oh, I don't want to pick it," so you guys pick amongst yourselves. So then one guy's like, "Oh, I'll do it on Google," and he put everyone's name in, spent 5 minutes doing this thing,
Alphabetical.
thinking that it would give you 1 to 8, and it just he finished it and hit go, and it just spat out one number, and it was like 5 or something. So it did nothing.
If you go, okay. So next time, go to him and
I'm
tell
not
him.
doing it.
You can tell him. If you go to random.org, you can put in a list of stuff and it'll order it randomly.
Random.org.
Yeah.
That sounds heaps good, Ash, in the
Yeah.
microphone.
What? Don't mind me.
It's better than that air that we had last week.
I went to one of those play centres, indoor play centres, the other day.
Did you take your kids?
No.
Did actually?
Apparently there is an adult one in Brisbane somewhere.
Is it like Bounce? Isn't Bounce just adult ones?
I was about to say, isn't it bounce?
Well, I mean, I've seen, I think this is specifically an adults.
Oh, there's a new one.
What?
I think they
it's just
do,
got, instead of foam things, dildos.
Instead of trampolines, it's stripper
So,
poles.
so at Bounce, I could be bouncing across trampolines and then trample a fucking 2-year-old. Whereas this one's just
It's just a bounce with a bar.
basically, yeah.
You're not meant to go to kids section at the bounce.
Yeah, anyway, you're at a play centre.
I gotta fill this up. You keep going.
Yeah. He's
Is
finished.
it-
He didn't have
You
anything.
were halfway
Oh,
through a
okay.
story saying I was at a play
So-
centre.
So there was there's this massive inflatable slide, and Josh was I was at the bottom because I didn't want to like be on it. And I was watching him, and he climbed up the top, and he sat down. And he had one of those yellow ball pit balls in his hand.
Was it foam or plastic one there in it?
Plastic. Minor detail, but it's all right.
No, it's not. It's important.
No, it was a plastic. You know, the plastic ones that crush.
I know.
Anyway, he was sitting at the top.
Look how strong I am.
And he's holding it. And then this other random kid, he was probably like a year older, so he's probably like a 4-year-old. He climbs up and he sat next to Josh. And then I'm like watching them both sit down, like, oh, they're going to slide down together. And this kid turns to Josh and grabs the ball out of his hand and pegs it. And then he slides down. And Josh is just like holding his hand out empty and just doing this. Like, I can't believe that just happened, my ball. And I felt so sorry for him. And the ball come down, it landed near me. So I picked it up. And this kid stood up as Josh slid down, and Josh stood up behind him. And I was like, kind of angry at this kid. So I like threw the ball just over his head, enough for him to reach for it but not be able to get it. And it landed at Josh's feet, and this was so perfect. And he picked the ball up, and the kid looked at me and he's like, my ball. And I'm like, it's not your fucking ball.
And then Ash had the shades.
And then Josh picked the ball up and walked off, and I swore at a 4-year-old. So I don't know, like, where do you stand on swearing at other people's kids?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I would have handled it like that.
I said the F word. Like, I'm sure he's going to pick it up one day.
One day.
Now.
I don't know if it's a stranger's place.
He goes up to his mum. He's like, my fucking ball. Yeah, it's a low point in my life, but it's okay. It had to be said. Like, honest. It was building up.
No, I think it's pretty cool.
It was dope, mate. It was the first time in a long time I felt like a man, to be honest.
I swore at a 4-year-old that I felt like a man.
No, I think that's fair. I can't stand that shit.
Yeah, fuck him.
You know?
Should have scissor kicked him.
There was a thought I had about the fat people in the supermarket thing, and now I can't remember what it was. But for some reason, it's still stuck in my head.
I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but like, I mean, it's got to be something done about that. Go on.
No, I can't think about what the...
So you're apologising to the fat people, but not the 4-year-olds, you swear.
Fuck the
4-year-olds.
If I see a fat 4-year-old, God help me.
Oh, that's what it was. Like, so I catch the train from the city back home every day. And every day I see more and more like big people. It's crazy to me. I never really thought about it. But I think I read...
If you want your rum, it's up there. You can, don't get me wrong.
Now he feels awkward. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Because that's the problematic rum.
Yeah.
Was it problematic for you last week?
That was alright. I liked it.
Yeah. So why did you switch?
It brought back good memories.
Did you switch?
But this also brings back good memories.
I was gonna say, did you switch because he made you feel awkward?
A little bit. But go on, what were you
Have
doing?
whatever you
No,
want.
you can't take it back now. You know, hey, imagine if that was you. How would you have felt? Exactly.
I was just saying, because last week when I listened back, Ash poured that Bundy rum, but then he mentioned, he's like, oh, there's Captain Morgan here somewhere. And I was like, oh, I should have told him last week.
Oh, yes. Don't drink my rum.
So this week I was like,
Better
I'm
let him
gonna
know.
tell him. Anyway, Adrian said there's fat people everywhere.
Yeah, I have something to say about that.
Yeah,
Because
that was just an observation. I was like, I never really noticed before, but I'm noticing more and more now.
So Katie was saying, because Katie designs houses for a living, and she heard that I think sometime next year they're changing all the standards, like the standards required to build a new home to cater for disabled people a lot more. Like standard widths are now going to be wider and shit. So instead of like
physically,
yeah,
like wait, you say disabled as in like
not disabled, not disabled, like to cater for more. I don't know. How do you say it? Like toilet doors that have to open the like there's like a law now, it has to open outwards, not inwards, or have a lift off mechanism. It has to open outwards.
They all have to have that lift off mechanism, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't actually know what they were, but it was for that problem because they can see this fucking big problem coming up now for the younger generation. Instead of like doing something about it, like maybe taking all the fucking poisons out of everything and like making diets better for people, it's just we need to build houses around fatties.
That's
or like disabled people that have like chronic issues that stem from diet.
I remember maybe like a year ago, I went for a sauna at my gym. And when I went in there, there was a fat guy in there just with a towel on. But there was like, so it was a pretty tiny bench. So there was the fat guy and then another guy over here. So I just sit in the middle, like in between them.
Why? How did you? How are you the
Like
guy
it wasn't,
that?
no, it wasn't. I'm exaggerating doing this. Like,
how are you the guy that won't order deli meats
Because I've
too long
already
in a row, but you'll go sit between two guys in a sauna?
because it's more awkward to open the door, see people in there, and then walk out and shut the door.
No, it's not because you don't have to see them
As
again.
soon as I've opened that door, I have to commit.
No. Oh, it's full. Sorry.
So I've walked in there and I've sat between them, and I'm in there for maybe like 10 minutes, and this fat guy
can't
is
deal
just
with your
dripping,
logic.
and like
He's doing what has to happen.
You can just hear him rubbing his body and just like
Don't rub your body.
the suction cup of like the sweat through his fat rolls and stuff. But like I almost
What is he rubbing?
just like sweat on his body.
Why is he rubbing?
I don't know, just trying to get the sweat off him, I guess. But one part that almost made me throw up, he like did this big swipe up his chest,
Flicked it.
and it all flicked over like my leg, and I'm like,
Oh, speaking of dry reaching,
but I couldn't say anything. Oh, is this what?
Why couldn't you just leave? Wait, no, stop. No, don't jump around so much. One.
Can
just,
I have one more?
Yeah, go.
Thanks.
Just leave.
Why though?
That's like saying I walked into this toilet stall. Someone was sitting there, but I've already opened the door, so I got to sit with them.
I like how you're opening them for me. Thank you. Does that fuck your ring?
no, it's actually tungsten, so it doesn't.
Mine's tungsten too.
Actually, I'm bleeding.
My finger.
But yeah, that was pretty awkward.
So the other day, we're in the work truck, and
I almost heard this story today.
Yeah, I
and then
held
Jake
back.
goes, "No, you have to hear it on the podcast."
and now I'm
Jake-
like, I don't actually want to tell
Should
people
I?
this.
Should I
Wait, Jake.
preface this with what Jake said?
Wait, Jake said you have to listen on the podcast.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jake went to tell me. He's like, Ash has the most fucked up story. Me and the other guy we were with were dry reaching in the truck, and it beats my gum story and what other story? Jake's toilet paper story.
So for
Jake's
reference,
toilet paper story.
okay, so this is what
I
happened.
remind-
Picked up the little fucking square off the floor.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
okay, so we're in the work truck and we had an hour and a half drive back, and I'm sitting in the middle, and we're just like talking about shit. And
So you
I
haven't heard this story yet?
No.
Sorry. Okay.
and I made Jake tell the other guy his toilet paper story.
Okay.
And the other guy's like, "What the?" Okay, so the toilet paper story was he went to a public toilet. There was no, he did shit. There was no toilet paper, and he found a bit of toilet paper on the floor. He picked it up
That's
and
bad.
used it
That's bad.
enough to get to the next roll to get the toilet paper. Anyway, so I made him tell the other guy, and he was like, "That's fucked up." And I'm like, "Well, you tell him James's gum story." So we told him that one about you finding your own gum on the
Yeah.
toilet
Well, he doesn't
floor
know
and
it's
eating
his
it.
own gum. He found some
was
gum
my-
on the
it was
floor.
my own gum.
You don't know that.
Who was?
You don't
Anyway.
know that.
Who else carries gum?
And then we're having a bit of a debate about like whose story was worse. And then I don't know what the outcome was because I came in with like, I'm trying to think, I'm like, there's something fucked up I did once. And I'm trying to think of what it was. And
How
then
can we have not heard this yet?
and then it came, and I was like, holy shit, I forgot all about it. So we were pretty hammered drunk and I was at a mate's house. This was like 15 years ago, right? I was young, dumb, drunk.
15 years
And
ago.
my friend, he used to ride motos and he had like grazed knees and he had scabs all over him and shit. You already know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
And so we're all sitting at the end of the night, just hammered drunk, and he's been picking at this scab for like all day, and he finally pulled it off, and it's like a 50-cent piece, and he goes, "I do need to eat it,"
Oh.
and I'm like, "Nah," and then I'm like, "Give it here," and I grabbed it, and I bit into it. I didn't.
Bullshit. No care. You put it in your mouth.
I chewed it once or twice, but I didn't like eat it.
No, you ate it.
But it went in my mouth, and I bit into it, and I that was it. And everyone was like, "Oh," and the shock factor kicked in for everyone, and that was enough. I wasn't going to like swallow it. But it was sticky.
Stop it.
Anyway, I told this story, and Jake was almost throwing up out the window.
That's gross.
It
It is
pretty
fucked
gross.
up.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
Yeah, and I just
Mind you, I think James's is worse.
Really?
It's a fucking public toilet.
But it was.
I have AIDS.
And you put it in your mouth and ate it.
He put a fucking scab in his mouth and ate it.
At least it was his friend. You don't know who the fuck.
I literally cannibalized my friend's dead flesh.
That is pretty rank.
Yeah,
It's bad. I still feel James is worse.
yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Ipswich toilet floor, man. Come
Yeah.
on.
Did I tell you about the time someone
I ate a scab.
someone like either it's still unsure whether they drank my piss or just had my piss in their mouth.
Oh shit! Whatever happens between you and your missus, just stay between.
Nah, so there was this kid in our group, like, and me and him just always like butted heads, like we never really got along. And we were playing basketball one day, and they were like, "Oh, this guy's coming," and I'm like, "Oh, great." So he comes with his like can of V, and he puts it down to start playing basketball, and I had to take a piss. And one of my other mates I was sitting with is like pissing his V, and I'm like, "Oh, it's pretty dog." You know, like it'd be funny though.
It's the same colour.
Yeah. So I took his can over to the tree, and I pissed in his like V can.
Oh my God.
And then he finished playing, and then he came off the court, got his V, and tipped it. Tipped it. So piss would have gone in his mouth, but when he's got it to about here, everyone just fucking lost it. So he's like pulled it down, and he's like ordered like straight away. He's like, "I didn't drink any. What did you do?" And like, so surely he would have got a little bit of piss in his mouth.
Yeah.
Did he?
Oh, sure. Like if I tip that to here,
If you touch to his lips, there's no way you have
there's
good.
liquid touching my
Depends
lip.
how
Yeah.
full the can was.
Also, you would have got
I guess
piss
you-
all over the can, or like the. unless
I
you
was
have-
pretty tidy with it.
How?
What do
No.
you mean? You aim.
Your piss is like a tiny
I don't
jet
shoot like a
stream.
fly.
So when
It's
it starts,
pretty-
when it
it's pretty
starts, your
tight.
It's a
piss,
freaking V can. The whole small.
but when your piss starts and finishes, the flow sort of does that.
Yeah, but
It
I'm not
waves.
all fucking spread out by sounding rods like you guys.
Pro pisser,
I've just got a nice tight stream.
a small dick.
James's
To keep-
James's piss is like when you get a balloon and poke a tiny hole in it.
Your piss is like one of those sprinklers. You go.
Do you feel awkward about how you piss now?
Nah, I'm proud of my piss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
A similar thing happened to me.
I drank
It
piss.
was just directly from the dick.
Piss in my mouth.
No story. That was it. Yeah. Nah. It was the same. I think it was the same guy at the same place. And once again, we'll have a drunk and shit. But there was like a section of the garage, which is like the stoner section that we'd like curtained off and made it like black light and couch and shit in there. And we're all just drinking in there. And I'd walked out, went to the toilet, and I come back, and I think I was drinking Woodstock or something. And I took like the biggest like skull of this Woodstock, and I put it down. I'm like, did someone ash in my can? And they're like, well, you filled it up with bong water.
Oh.
And I sculled it. Like, I just took a massive swig. Yeah.
You throw
But I
up.
was no, I remember being that drunk. I was like, haha, that's pretty funny. And that was it. Yeah.
Wow.
And the shit you do.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
What were we talking about? Because I was about to say something.
You eating scabs, then people drinking piss,
Yeah, no.
Then
That's it.
that was it.
and you drinking bong water.
Yeah.
What have you done that's interesting?
Nothing. I'm not interesting.
You said it. Nah.
I'm okay.
I've been out on a night with you and we've done like fucked up shit.
Like what? Tell me.
Like
'cause I don't
electrocuted
remember.
each other.
Sucked each other's dicks.
Once. Oh, that's right. You're talking about like putting the vegan to your mouth and like, blah, blah, blah. So back at the old place we used to work at, I think I've told you the story. Back at the old place we used to work at, we used thinners at work. And we used to fill up our water bottle with thinners. And because we didn't have actual bottles.
Oh, I know this.
And I had just eaten a meat pie and I picked up the bottle and thinking it was my water bottle, and I took the lid off and I took a mouthful and like it was like a half swallow and it went down and I spat the rest
that shit
out
make
and I was like,
so-
holy fuck, and it was thinners in my stomach, and then all day I was just burping thinners and meat pie.
Make you throw up?
And nah, but not fun. Just fucked.
Yeah.
It didn't burn or kind of burnt my throat a bit.
Yeah, I've never
But-
drank any.
Bad for
But it's easy to do. Eh?
Only if you put it in a water bottle.
Yeah, if you put it in a drink bottle.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I'll never fucking do that again.
Yes, you will.
Better than chroming, that's for sure.
Are you sure?
Do you guys ever have like nitrous bulbs?
Nah.
Nitrous bulb.
Bulb.
We used to put them into fireworks and blow them up.
We did at school we did a CO2 car experiment thing.
We made the car but never did the experiment.
Oh, really?
I've still got the car.
Yeah, 'cause
I'll send you a photo.
Our teachers were full over the top with like how protective they were over these canisters, like
Yeah.
behind like two.
You buy them at
padlocks and
Coles.
stuff.
You can literally buy them at
Really?
Coles. Yeah, that you
CO2
put them.
you can.
You put them in your sparkling water fucking things, don't you?
Oh, like the bigger ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was
But that's-
thinking the little like
Yeah, soda
ones that
bulbs.
you quickly.
We called them soda bulbs.
That's a soda bulb. But I was like, that's
Would
not
you
the same as a nitrous bulb.
Oh, what are you talking about then?
Nitrous. It's like it's in the same thing, in a soda bulb thing, but it's
Yeah.
nitrous, and they use it for like whipping cream and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. My two brothers are chefs, or used to be chefs, and they did the cream. They talk about doing the cream gun.
Yeah, so it's like that. It's a nitrous bulb.
Is that what it
You
is?
put it in a cream gun.
I thought they were just drinking lots of cream.
You can suck it out of the cream gun, or you can fill up a balloon and inhale that. It's the opposite of helium. It'll make your voice go super low.
That gets you high, doesn't it?
Kind of. Give you a headspace.
Oh, no,
it's
what-
like that
what-
thing that Steve-O
Yeah. What's
do.
Steve do?
Yeah, that.
Because my brother said he did it, and he got itchy inside his head, and it drove him crazy.
Inside his head.
Pretty sure I don't know which brother it was, but they're talking about being itchy in their head.
It's
Like,
interesting. It's
my
super
brain's
interesting.
itchy.
It's
Yeah.
fun to like talk super deep. Like super deep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's what we're talking about last time with the noise your sound waves being stretched
Yeah.
because it does it
I
densify?
can't remember. It does something to the
Yeah, it slows your noise because the air is more dense. Like helium's the opposite; it's less dense. So your sound waves go faster or like quicker. So your voice goes higher, and it's like the opposite. So you talk like really low.
Fuck yeah.
Should I bring one in?
Yeah.
Would you do it?
nuts.
Yeah,
Does it do anything to you other than change your voice?
I don't think it does because
It makes you feel like you get lightheaded or whatever. But no, and
you'd
then
be lightheaded
stop.
because you're like breathing in pure not oxygen.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'll do one.
Let's just do them all episode.
No, probably don't do that.
Welcome
It's probably
back.
not good for you. All right. Let's see if
We used to, God, we used to put. So on the, can I explain how to make fireworks without YouTube censoring it?
probably not.
Probably not. We used to, we used
Change
to
your
combine.
Don't do this.
Okay. We used to combine certain ingredients into a deodorant can.
How?
And a cutout deodorant can.
Oh, an empty can.
Yeah, so we put some shit in there. We put the soda bulb in the middle, hammer it shut, wire it
pipe
up, and then we put a wick in there.
What
And
do
then we
you
used
use
to
as a wick?
a sparkler. And then we'd light it, and it would be this mad, like, fucking sparkler bomb thing. And at the end, it would shrink down. It would just
Wait.
sit on fire, and then it would explode. The soda bulb would explode, and it would be the biggest bang. And we used to do it at the golf course in, like, the hole,
Yeah.
and just blow a hole in the ground.
God.
And this one time we did it.
You're like a menace of a child.
We were, like, fucking 12, 13. Like, we were young.
But you're the, like, if you think about it now that you're older, would you be like, those fucking asshole kids?
Oh, I hate everything I did. I'd punch me.
Yeah.
Like, I get angry when a car drives past my house that has an exhaust that pops.
Yeah.
Like, fucking don't wake my baby. I need to work in the morning.
Yeah, I'd never be game enough to do that shit when I was a kid.
I want to do it again. I still make, like, on New Year's, I'll make, like, the Matchbox sparkler bombs just for the fun of it because they're so lame.
Did Steve tell you when he was here how he almost blew off his hand?
I think he told us the first
Oh,
time.
okay.
I remember I went to a mate's house when I was like 12 and he brought a Nico down to like the park at the end of his street and he did
And he
like
sniffed.
he did like a tag on the playground of fucking whatever his tag was
Yeah.
back in the day. And somehow his mum found out while I was still like there for the sleepover. So she made him go down there with like cloths and cleaner and shit and wipe down the entire playground and try and get the
Sounds
panel
like your
and shit.
mum.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck yeah.
I remember I made a sparkler bomb, right? And I stole mum used to smoke when I was younger. I would have been, like, she quit when I was like 10, so I must have been like under 10 making sparkler bombs. Anyway, I stole her lighter so I could light my sparkler bomb in the bush behind the house.
Yeah.
So I stole her lighter to light a sparkler bomb in a bush. And she found out and grounded me for stealing her lighter. Nothing else. She's cool with the sparkler bomb in the bush behind the house.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got grounded for stealing a lighter. Yeah, brutal.
Brutal.
But like, I remember going to we used to buy the sparklers from Big W because they were cheaper. It was like you get a pack of 20 for $1, but like at IGA you get 10 for $1.
Yeah.
So we'd be buying like 50 packs at once, trying to like just get the biggest thing, and they'd look at you like you're not making a birthday cake.
Yeah.
The biggest sparkler bomb I filled up was a 2-liter bottle.
Fuck, that's a lot of like crushing.
That was a lot.
And you get silver fingers.
No, because I did it in paper.
I burnt my thumb. Oh, how's this for fucking depressing, right? So, yeah, well, not that bad. So, I like tried to eat healthier this week. So, I like packed my own lunches and shit like that. Monday, I packed like, you know those microwave fucking rice cup things? But I got sent out on site randomly. So I'm like, fuck, how am I going to heat my rice up?
You put it in with the engine.
And I was driving and I saw a 7-Eleven. So I pulled in, and again, I didn't want to ask for their services without buying something. So I went and got a Coke, and I'm like, hey, if I buy this Coke...
Your Coke's warm.
I'm like, if I buy this Coke, can I use your microwave? And she's like, yeah, I don't care. And I was like,
Yes.
okay.
Once again, I get $20 an hour to say I don't give a fuck.
You could have used it without buying the
Exactly. Anyway, so I have to depressingly like stand there while everyone's buying Krispy Kremes and stuff beside me, heating this rice up. And I like their microwaves must be like supersonic or something to heat their sausage rolls and shit quicker. Or you reckon they're normal?
They're probably
You
industrial.
can just tell because they'll have a wattage on there.
It was like a big fucking silver looking.
It'd be an industrial one, yeah.
Yeah. So I've like did the 40 seconds it said, and then I've reached in and grabbed my thing, and this thing was like fucking like molten lava, and I'm like shit. Like I
got plastic in my rice.
I thought like the plastic was gonna melt to my hand, and I like had to be a bitch in front of everyone.
My health food burnt me.
And then I just had to like carry my cup of rice out in front of everyone. I was like, this is so sad.
She's looking at you. She's just like, hot potato, hot potato.
You should have bought a sausage roll.
Yeah, fucking killed. I should have got a sausage roll.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
What did you take to work for the rest of the week?
Same thing.
Burnt rice.
Did you learn how to use the microwave?
Yeah, I did.
I remember when 7-Eleven used to do the hot dogs, and it was just like
Hot dogs?
it was like a open hot box with just like the heated element wheels that rolled.
I remember
with
Wendy's
a
had
raw
that.
sausage on there.
Yeah.
I don't remember 7-Eleven doing it, but I remember seeing that.
This was back like probably 20-something years ago.
Yeah.
And the 7-Eleven down the road, we used to walk down whenever we were drunk or whatever, and we'd just like grab a bun and get the fucking hot dog covered in just God knows what, and it's made of God knows what.
It would
And
have been
it's
like 14,
so good.
20 years ago.
Okay, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, we used to do it when we were young, but also when we were drunk, it was just go to the 7-Eleven. Because it used to be right next to Windy Tab, and that's where we'd drink.
Yeah. Fuck, I remember when we first moved to Brisbane, Mum and I went to a shop and we went to Donut King and got hot dogs.
Fuck yeah.
And we were sitting there in the food court eating it, and like this homeless guy came up and just started watching us eat. And like we just got so awkward because we were from like a country town and we're like, is this normal for like the city? And then he ended up saying like, oh, can I
Finish that off.
Can I have a bite?
Can I like basically said that like, can I eat your hot dog or something? And we just felt so uncomfortable that we just got up and left, and he just like kept eating from where we were eating.
What do you mean? What was he eating?
Like the hot dog.
You left it there.
Yeah, because it was like he was literally like standing there just watching
Doing your
us
part
eat.
for charity.
But did
Yeah.
wait? You're eating a hot dog. He says, "Can I finish your hot dog?" Did you give him the hot dog, or did you put it down?
Well, I think Mum was sort of like,
Leave your food.
yeah,
Billy,
let's go.
Yeah, but
I was young as fuck, but I
give him
remember
the hot dog or put it down.
No,
It was
you don't get you'd feel like a weirdo giving him a half true
because
hot
it's a
dog.
Yeah.
hot dog. If you're going to walk away with your hot dog.
No, you just put it. No, well, I think the point of walking away was like, let's give him what he wants
yeah,
and just go.
I think
escape the
that was
situation.
it.
I'd do the same.
It's not a freaking bear where you're trying to throw a bit of thing and run away the opposite way.
chases you up a cliff face.
Oh, but what? When you were talking about 7-Eleven phases, remember Bring Your Own Cup Day?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they still
do
have
that?
that. Yeah,
Do they?
Yeah.
I heard they don't, because we were super tight with the Indian at the 7-Eleven at our place, and he was like, he didn't give a fuck. He's like, you bring your own. He goes, you keep your Slurpee cup. I'll let you fill it up. He goes, we pay for the cups. We don't even pay for the Slurpee. Like it's basically Slurpee brand supplies free Slurpee and the machine, and they charge money on the cups.
Yeah.
And I think you rent the machine or whatever, but like the ingredients is fuck all for them. So he's like, he goes, if you keep your cup. So we used to keep a cup under our car seat, and just it's fucked because like it'd just be dried up Coke in your cup. But yeah, apparently that's how it worked.
Yeah, because I took like a little, you know, those mini wheelie bins you used to be able to get, and I just filled that with Slurpee one week. Like,
Do that, yeah, they let you do it. They have
He let
to,
me, yeah.
But how much does the machine
That-
hold? Did it empty the thing?
I think they were way more lenient back in the day.
Yeah,
with what you could
okay.
bring.
I'd bring in a Slurpee machine and fill that Slurpee machine up with the other Slurpee
Because
machine.
you know, like my esky, I've seen people do
Yeah,
that,
I've
and
seen
now it
that.
keeps it cold.
Yeah.
People cutting the tops out of basketballs and shit.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Why would you do that?
Ruin a $20 basketball
Not
for
even
a
that.
$1 Slurpee.
It's soft if it's not pressurized with the friggin' air or whatever's inside there. You fill it up with Slurpee, you'll be like you.
Yeah, I think it'd be the viral factor.
Another thing. There's a guy that we all know. Some of us used to work with him, and he was homeless for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Like his life was off the rails. So one day he rocked up to work with like a box of Krispy Kremes, and he's there like shoveling them into his face, and then he brings them over to my bench, and he's like, "Want a donut?" And I reached in to grab one, and then I randomly, I don't know why, but I asked him. I think it was because he was like homeless and had no money. I'm like, "Oh, how'd you get these?" And like as I had the donut in my hand,
That's not offensive at all.
He goes, "Oh, I was sleeping out the back of the 7-Eleven last night, and the guy was throwing all the donuts out. And he said, if you want them, you can take them out of the bin." And I was just like, "Oh, all right, you can have them."
How can you sit? You are already there. Eat the donut.
Fuck that.
It's in a box.
Oh, it's still gross.
You ate gum off the floor of a toilet, you fuckhead.
Yeah, fair call. Fair call.
Is there any scab in this donut? Yeah, that's messed.
Eat the donut.
I don't think the gum is that bad.
But I won't eat the donut that was in a box on top of the bin that he just put in there.
I think that's worse.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're just straight up wrong.
What's the main issue with the gum?
It's a toilet.
Toilet floor.
But
is water gonna if water washed off the horrid things you would find microscopically on a toilet floor?
It was not on the tiled section.
Don't care.
Where was it then?
So it's the toilet section, which is all tiled. But then you step over a line where the basins and stuff are.
Oh, that's where the germs stop, right?
Yeah.
And that's where it's like carpeted into the rest of the RSL.
Carpet's probably worse.
Carpet probably holds way more.
You just made this worse.
Toilet floor is probably the cleanest spot. It's probably the most cleaned spot in an RSL.
It's definitely not the cleanest spot.
It's the most quickly
People
dirty
sit
too.
there taking shits, right?
Yeah.
And then they walk their shits through the toilet
They shit
onto
on
the
floor.
carpet over the line that stops the germs.
Yeah. It's like when COVID stops at Coles.
Accidentally kicking your gum across the floor before you pick it up to eat it.
I'm still confident in what I did. I
I
think
know
it was the
you
right
are.
thing
Hey,
to do.
I know
Still
you are,
alive.
but I can't.
It doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.
Kelly Clarkson.
I guess we end there.
Oh, fuck.
No, I think what you did was.
No, that's fine.
I can't judge you because I've done the most fucked up thing there is.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
eat another
it's-
human.
No, I can't get it out of my head that you wouldn't eat the freaking donut out of the box.
Wait, the fatties in that Coles aisle.
I for sure would have eaten a donut. For sure. It's in a box. It was in a box, right? It wasn't just a donut in the bin.
First, you'd have
He didn't make his own assortment of donuts.
I just hate strangers' food. Like the other day, someone at work goes, "I'm going to Subway," and I jokingly said, "Oh, buy me a cookie." They came back with a cookie in a folded up bag and gave it to me.
And you couldn't eat it.
Yeah, I was just like, "Oh, I don't really want to eat it."
Is there a
Why?
receipt with the history of this cookie?
That's still, it breaks the logic of
Just
just gum
part-
on the floor.
Just part of me, I don't know if I'm scarred, but part of me, I'm going to put that cookie in my mouth, and they're going to show me a video of them pulling the cookie out of their asshole.
Trust issues.
You asked for, you don't work. Okay, maybe you do.
Yeah.
You have trust issues. That's what it is. I guess, it's the unknown. There's so much trust
Would
we put
you
into,
eat
like,
it?
you go to
You would for sure
Macca's
eat it,
and
right?
we're letting, like, 10-year-olds cook our shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I've worked in hospitality before and we'll drop it, like, I've seen chefs drop steaks on the floor. They're not going to start cooking a steak again. No. They pick it up. If they want, they'll rinse it off. If not, they'll throw it straight back on. Like, because whatever, like, technically the germs will just fucking get cooked off if there's nothing physically on it. And yeah, fuck. The dodgy shit I've seen in restaurants. I used to work as a kitchen hand for 7 years.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah. I'm
You didn't make long service.
Yeah. Didn't. But yeah, I am a professional dishwasher. I'm an underwater ceramic technician. That's what it's called.
Don't they have a thing where you like put all the dishes on the what's in, you pull the thing down?
Yeah. Oi, dishwasher. I'm not even the dishwasher. I'm the guy who loads the dishwasher. Oi, technology, man. AI. It's like the robot in Woolies.
If you drop food on the floor, will you eat it?
Probably not.
I'm pretty like.
Wait, but you ate your gum
I'm-
off the floor.
It depends what the food is. If it's like a chunk of beef from a stroganoff or something, I won't eat it. But if it's like a bit of cookie, I'll pick it up and eat it. If it's dry food, I would.
I'd eat the
Wet
beef.
food, I wouldn't.
I'd eat the beef.
I think.
Wait, it's your floor I'm talking about.
Yeah, still probably. The dog's around, man. If I drop something,
Well,
I'll
I
catch
suppose,
it.
yeah. No, okay. If you pick it up, it's covered in hair. You're not gonna eat a hairball.
No, I just mean like the dogs will physically catch it.
The gum,
They're like obsessed.
the gum also came in a time of need. Like I needed gum. Like I needed to be chewing to do
Can you
something.
just chew a fingernail or something?
Chew your own tongue.
Yeah. Chew someone else's gum.
Asked it. Has anyone got any gum?
Your first joke up on stage is like, anyone got gum?
Wait,
and
your
everyone
first-
laughs.
First
and then,
on stage. Wait, guess what I just did?
wait, that would be your first joke. No, you just ask. And
Bullshit.
everyone would giggle and you'd be like, I'm dead fucking serious. I'm not starting till I get gum.
Get off the stage.
I'm sure out of the 3 people, someone would have it.
So you're excited for James is doing a big competition tomorrow?
So big.
Is that tomorrow?
Probably going to fall asleep on the way there.
Are
Is
you
it that?
carpooling or are you driving yourself?
Just going by myself.
Is it Adrian? Sunny.
Ballina.
Oh, the other way.
It's a
Oh,
long-
that one,
It's,
yeah.
it's a long. Are you staying there?
No.
You can drive back.
What's your opener?
You know what I mean?
What's the concept of your opener?
How much do you think fuel's going to cost you to
Podcast
drive there?
co-hosts. Hey,
How much do you think the fuel's going to cost you to drive there? Is it cheaper to fly?
fly to Ballina.
Ballina.
The plane would barely get up, would it?
The plane would land in Coolangatta. You'd have to drive the rest of the way.
Can you fly Gold Coast to Brisbane? I think you can.
Surely not. Can
Okay.
you?
I don't know. I
But
think
we
you
live
can.
between them two.
That seems like the biggest waste of time.
I know.
Plus the hour that you have to get before and then go to customs. They're like, excuse me, sir, you have too much gum.
Can you fly Gold Coast to Brisbane? I think you can. Maybe you can't. Maybe
You
that'd
can,
be
I don't
dumb.
think
you
so.
can fly between the two, like if you fucking wonder what.
No, but why would they charter flights like that? Would they?
No, they probably wouldn't. It'd probably be like a local plane.
Yeah, it'd
It's just
probably
like
be
the,
a little plane.
the Uber of planes.
I feel like you can fly to Ballina.
You probably can.
You probably can, but I'm not.
Like it's
flying.
more
Go to
than-
Flight Centre and see if you can like depart Coolangatta and arrive at Brisbane.
Because he'd have to drive 40 minutes or whatever to get
I'm
to
sure international flights would land at Brisbane and then local ones would go to to Coolangatta, like if you couldn't afford a taxi.
Right.
Although I suppose a plane ticket would cost more.
Well, I don't know. Then fuel? I don't know. Oh, then a taxi, yeah.
Fuel's probably going to cost me like, what?
A
90
lot.
bucks.
It's so much right now.
You reckon?
Fuel.
Yeah. Just take me a tank there and back.
You could work it out mathematically, but
You can, wait, it costs you $9 to fill your tank up?
90.
Yeah.
fuck. On a
Oh,
good day. On a good year.
It cost me $90 when it was $1.50.
Yeah, I filled Nikita's
yeah,
up
it
tonight.
cost me like
It was
130,
90 bucks.
140, my ute. As in
Yeah, but
petrol.
You guys have got
I mean, diesel.
big fucking diesel utes.
Wait, have you got diesel?
Yeah, my ute's diesel.
Yeah, yours is like
Nah.
baby ute.
Yeah. Oh, righto.
Got your ute.
You got that long range fuel tank on
Baby gap.
Mr. Moneybags over here.
there. Baby gap. Yeah. I don't
Um,
know if you can fly to get. Anyway, it's whatever.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah. So you excited? Are you
I'm-
nervous?
So excited.
What happens if you win?
You get $1,000.
Gonna buy a 5th mic.
Pay for your fuel.
Knock this wall out.
No, I think it's $1,000, a paid gig, and then an hour, 2 hours of writing with a professional comedian or some shit.
That's
He's probably just going to be
Professional
like, you have too many dick jokes.
maybe. I wonder if that like is.
They define professional comedian. Someone who's just done a lot of
Steve.
anyone but me.
Professional, right? It just means you've been paid for it. Like,
It's both people who like
Basically, yeah.
get paid.
okay. Do you think you can win?
Probably not.
But what's second
Where's
and
the
third?
positive attitude?
Set the bar like low, like just
Yeah.
expect not to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Well, that's how I got
Teach your
into the
kids that.
final.
Or have you?
I literally went into the heat just like treating it like another gig.
Yeah.
and
You
then
put the
somehow
pressure on
flew.
like if I don't win,
Yeah.
I'm a terrible human.
Yeah, 100%.
Have you heard all the other people before?
Yeah, I know all of them except one, I think.
Figure out what their set's going to be and do
And
it.
do their jokes.
Fuck.
Yeah, just set your reputation.
Fuck yeah. Keen as.
That's the guy that did my jokes, and he won my $1,000.
Yeah.
Still my dick jokes.
I really wanted to sit down with that professional comedian for an hour.
I just want the money. Put an aircon in here.
Just fans allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
Oh, sweet. Everyone happy?
No, not.
Why aren't you happy?
Because you're so inconsistent.
With what?
I won't eat donuts out of a box, but I'll eat gum off the floor.
I don't watch any
Makes
good
sense.
movies.
And
I watch good movies.
bullshit.
Name one. Name one good movie.
Freddy Got Fingered.
Okay.
Oh, you watched that back when you're like 10.
I watched that
Name a
once
recent-
a year.
That's true.
Or the amount of times you talk about it, I would believe that you watch it more than once a year.
Have you seen Stealing Harvard yet?
No.
You will
I can't branch out from my...
watch it. You will like it.
Every time I sit down and try to watch a movie, I just watch something old.
Have you
Like
seen Tropic Thunder?
Like back in the day, I think I watched
I've seen parts of it.
Oh, man.
I feel like I
Such.
I got the
zoned
gist.
out or something.
Jake still hasn't seen it. I've been pressuring it. So many one-liners in that I keep bringing up, and then I'm like, "Fuck, you haven't seen the movie yet?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, nah.
It's such a,
Does it hold up? I don't know.
it's like so offensive in every way to everything. Like Rogan always talked about how like he couldn't make it today.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause
And
they did
it's
blackface.
like it's blackface. They pay out like disabled people really badly. Anyway,
Oh, fuck. I'll try watch it.
No, you won't.
fuck you. Watch a Matrix.
Fuck you.
You gotta
I'm
watch.
not going to watch the Matrix.
You have to watch the
It
Matrix.
sounds so boring.
You're
It's not
boring.
honestly. You watch like first Matrix.
Problem is, he'll probably think it's
You will like
because we've told him so hard to watch it. He's gonna be like, "Fuck you."
What if I watch them backwards?
That's fine.
Oh no,
That's fine.
it's so dumb. You'll be like, "What's happening?"
I'm sure I'll catch on.
Kind of.
I'm
You
sure
won't
it's
get.
not going to blow my mind that much.
You will first one.
But the
will
problem
be
is the
like,
first one is
that's-
the best one.
It's so. Don't even watch the other two. They're shit.
No,
Second one's alright, but the third one's shit.
I'm not going to watch it.
I know he's
Awesome
not.
shit.
Fuck the Matrix.
It's the worst.
Going on
Yeah.
record.
Bye.
Hashtag.
Matrix is the shittest movie ever made. See ya.
Oh.